Hello everyone, welcome back to another podcast. My name is Rajesh Roy and you're watching Roy Talks. Today we have chosen a very interesting and a social topic. You must have heard, there is a class, there's a kind of argument going on between Kannada and non-Kannada, or you can say Kannada and Hindi. As this topic is very sensitive, but at the same time is very important as well. So I decided to talk over this and to share my personal thoughts and my personal point of view. So there are certain things which we are going to discuss today. First will be why there is an argument between Kannada and Hindi. Then what are the recent incidents that has happened, in past few months or years, which has given more footage to this topic across the country. And then why local people, why Kannadigas, they want others to learn Kannada language, and should we actually learn Kannada? And then what are things that we need to avoid during this arguments, whatever is going on across the social media. Why public figure is avoiding to comment at any kind of political entity. They're also trying to avoid, or they're trying to play safe, be diplomatic on this topic. And what is the solution? So we'll discuss today on all these topics, and this is purely my point of view which I'm going to share based on my personal experience. So let me tell you, I've been staying in Karnataka, in Bangalore particularly, from last almost 9 years. But I have traveled across the country, I'm staying in Bangalore, but since we are into travel industry, I have a different channel for that. We organize road trips. So, and personally also I have traveled across the country. So the first topic is why and what is the argument here. I'll simplify it. The Kannadigas are those who are staying in Karnataka state of India. So they are known as Kannadigas, like how we call it Bihari, Jharkhandi, Telugu or Gujarati, Rajasthan. That's how it is, Kannadigas. So what they expect is, they expect the outsiders should learn Kannada language, basically the official language of Karnataka. So why they are expecting this? They expect this because their belief is there should not be any kind of damage in culture, and those who are coming from different states, they should respect their own culture, because the Kannada language itself is a 2000 years old language. So that's why they expect other people who are coming from different states to learn it, to adopt it if possible, and to maintain that cultural balance in the society within the state. This is the first thing. Now I'll come to the second part, that is recent incident which has happened in past couple of years. So the first thing which I remember, which became actually quite viral across the country, it went even international as well. So there was a demolition, big drive kind of, you can say, happened in Bangalore some couple of years back, wherein there were some Kannada language based organizations, those who fight for their own cultural existence. Actual reality, I'll tell you, they had given some notice to the all shops and whatever boards are, signboards are there, any company owners, restaurants or whatever it is for that matter, to put a signboard with the name should be written in Kannada as well. It's not compulsory that it should only be in Kannada, but it was like it should be 50 or 40% or 50% should be in English and half should be in Kannada language. So many organizations, they adopted it, they changed the boards and all. And then many did not do that, even though I think there was a police notice also to all these organizations, to the shops. But sometimes people, they took it easy and then they ignored it, and because of that they became violent. Although it was very wrong, I never support this. I never supported also in the past. There should not be any violence. If you want to do it, there should be a legal process. You give the warning to the shops, or you send the police. Let police deal and do the job. This was a very big incident which happened, wherein some sort of demolition also happened in many shops. They put the paint. This was something wrong, which actually came in a very negative way on the social media. That's where I think it started becoming more viral. People started commenting. Those who had no clue what is happening in Karnataka, sitting somewhere else in India or some different country, Canada and USA. And they're commenting on this topic. Some ugly comments or I would say some childish comments. They were just trying to mock each other. This is what happened a couple of years back. After that, I think if I remember, there was a female influencer on Instagram. She has written that if North के लोग अगर नहीं रहेंगे Bangalore में तो Bangalore चलेगा नहीं, मतलब Karnataka नहीं चलेगा. They cannot earn money. So I would like to clarify here. See, there is an ecosystem for every city, every country, or every village also. So there's an ecosystem which is fixed, very natural. It automatically runs whether you are a part of it or not. For example, let's take the example of metropolitan city, not only in Bangalore, let's say Delhi, Hyderabad, or other countries also. Let's say New York. So do you think in New York only the Americans are staying there? No, it's not right. So like Bangalore, like Delhi, every big cities, there are people from different background, from different countries, different language. So it's a mix of people. It's always there, everywhere. So whether you go there or not, the country and the cities will keep running as it is. Maybe some sort of overall economy probably can decrease or increase slightly. That's all. It's not like the Bangalore was not in existence before we did not come to Bangalore, or other states. Let's talk about some other cities, tier 2 cities like Bhopal or Bhubaneswar, or let's say Raipur or Lucknow, capital cities of different states where there is very less migration, because IT is not there. Mostly people migrate in India for the ITs and core companies, for the industries. So let's say these cities which I took the name, there is a very less number of people who are from different states. Do you think that state or that city is not running? It is running, right, as usual. People are growing, they are all flourishing. It will keep happening because it's a natural process. So we cannot give this argument that if I'll not come here, the city will not run. This is just a childish comment, I would say. So we have to avoid doing such comments. Even not only for Karnataka or Bangalore, even people who are from South are writing the same for the North Indians or for Delhi also, because Delhi also, it's not like all people are Hindi speaking. There are Tamil communities are there are Telugu communities, Kannadiga people are there, so all communities are mixed because it's a capital city. But one cannot comment this kind of thing. I'm pretty sure those who are educated, those who have good exposure about the country, they will never make such kind of lame comments. So I just said there was a female influencer who commented like this, which should not happen at all, from both the sides. Now, third thing, a recent incident, I think some couple of days back, Sonu Nigam, the popular Bollywood singer, he was performing somewhere in Karnataka in a college, and one student basically requested him for to sing him in Kannada. One Kannada song. Obviously, you can do that. Like when you go to Bihar, people ask you for Bhojpuri song, if you can sing something in Bhojpuri. Similar way, someone asked. And Sonu Nigam has sung a lot of song actually in Kannada, but then he was like कि ऐसे करोगे तुम लोग aggressive होकर के, this is the reason पहलगाम होता है, तो वो एक अलग misfire हो गया. तो क्या होता है कभी-कभी when you do such kind of comments, immediately we should not first of all comment, especially the bigger faces, public faces, or anything on the social media. This can escalate the topic somewhere else. It can go, and then there will be two sides जो support करेंगे, there will be one side who will not support it. तो वो escalate होता है, फिर एक दूसरे को abuse करना, misbehave करना, disrespect करना. This is what is happening from last couple of years across the social media. The next incident एक और हुआ recently, that was the wing commander who has been, the claim was that he has been bitten by one local biker near airport road. And then later on, the truth came when the CCTV footage came. It was a different matter altogether. In fact, he was hitting the guy, he became aggressive. So that became a police case. I'll not get into that much. But I think sometimes people try to take the sentiments of the other people and try to misuse also this matter. So we should not do that. We should avoid that. Strictly, we should not get into this, unless you know the actual reality, what is happening. So now I'll come to the next topic, that why Kannadigas want outsider to learn Kannada. So outsider means anybody who is not from Karnataka. It could be Tamil also, it could be Telugu also, it could be Malayali for that matter, and then North Indians who speaks Hindi. Why do they expect this, and what is their expectation? There are two major expectations from Karnataka people. First is signboard. That signboard should be in English and Kannada language, because that is a regional language. And second is one should try to learn Kannada. As I said, it's a 2000 years old heritage language. So obviously, they also, and not just them, any state, I think any state in any country will try to, save their heritage, their culture. There's a big fight in Tamil Nadu to, save their own culture. They feel like Tamil language or Tamil culture. Because similarly, it is happening in Karnataka also. And it's not just Karnataka, it is happening in Maharashtra also. There are a lot of incidents happened recently in Maharashtra and other states also. For anything happening in Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, Pune, this comes immediately in the social media and become viral, So now there is one very important thing that you should know, that where this kind of incident is happening. Where the local people expect others to learn their local language, This is not happening across the country. This is not happening in every state. But there are many states where this is happening. And why does this happen? So I'll give you an example for that. So there are two kind of language. There's one regional language. Regional language means you can say local language also. For example, if you go to Himachal Pradesh, so usually that Himachali people speak and write Hindi, but Hindi is not their local language. Hindi is their official language, regional official language. Their local language is some Pahadi language is there. They're not expecting others to learn that. I'll tell you why. Like if you come to, I'm from Jharkhand. So in Jharkhand we have a different language. We call it Khotha. There is one more language that these tribal people use. That's a different language altogether. Let's come to Bihar. You all know Bihar is famous for Bhojpuri, but do you know Bhojpuri is not the official language, or it's not being used anywhere across any system, ecosystem, in government offices or any signboards. You will not find Bhojpuri anywhere, even though Bhojpuri is a viral language, from Bihar. Everyone thinks that Bihari they speak Bhojpuri, even though there are many other languages which is actually being used by major people, like Maghi is there. So that is being used by more people compared to Bhojpuri. Bhojpuri is only, famous in 2-3 districts. But Bhojpuri became viral because of movies. But although it is not being used for any official language or any signboard. So what does that mean? That is the regional language, but that is not the regional official language. So they will not expect others to come and learn. If you learn, it's well and good. If you not, it's okay. If you can talk in Hindi, that is fine for them. Because I'll tell you what happens. Even if they are using Bhojpuri or let's say Maghi or our Khota language or any Pahadi language at home or in the local community, once I go outside in the same state, same community, then I'll speak in Hindi. If I talk to my friends in my own mohalle mein, agar mujhe dost se baat karna hai, I'll speak Hindi, not the local language which we use locally in the village and all. So there is a difference between this thing, regional language and regional official language. So there are many states like this, There is one Himachal Pradesh state, Bihar, Jharkhand, even Chhattisgarh has a local language. Then Madhya Pradesh, Haryanvi is there, but you will not find any signboard in Haryanvi. It's in Hindi only, right? Similarly in Rajasthan also, Rajasthani language, but you will not find boards in Rajasthan in Rajasthani. But now there are certain states, like West Bengal. If you go to West Bengal, you will find signboards in Bengali. So that is the regional and official language as well. West Bengal, Odisha, you will find Odia language everywhere. Andhra Pradesh, you will find Telugu. Even Telangana, you will find Telugu. Then as you come to Karnataka, you will find Kannada language everywhere. The signboard. In Kerala, I found entire boards as in Malayalam. We don't understand anything what is written. So there are states they are not putting even English also. So that is more difficult actually. Then Maharashtra is there, so you will find Marathi boards. Then Assam, if you go, Assamese is there. Similar way, Gujarati you will find. Punjab, you will find Punjabi actually. Then Northeast, Meghalaya has a different language. So these are the states which I told, their regional language is their official language. In these states, people do expect people who are coming from other states, they should respect and learn their local languages. Similar way in Karnataka, people do expect you should learn their local language, adopt that, try to adopt that and respect them. So they will respect you actually more, This is my personal experience. See, I have learned Odia language and I learned it out of interest, because I used to hear it is more little similar like our language. So it was easy for me. So what happened next when I learned Odia, it became easy for me to communicate with any Odia people. Although if I'm talking to an Odia people, I'll not talk the entire conversation, I'll not do in Odia. But if I add 2-3 sentences, or if I'm able to understand if someone is talking Odia, it becomes easy for me. So this is the benefit of learning a new language. This is very important. If you learn Kannada, like I'm also trying, I know thoda, but then that will not help, I know, to communicate with a local. For example, if a local vendor is there, he's not able to communicate in English or Hindi, then I'll have to struggle over there. So it's very important for me also to learn Kannada, to adopt Kannada language, so that tomorrow if I'm into some village area, because I keep traveling, so it's easy for me. Plus, even if you're talking, because I'm surrounded by 80% of people around me in business, my clients, or in and around my circle are Kannadigas, local Kannada people. I never had any issue so far because they either talk in English or Hindi. Both are fine because most of the good part is most of the Kannadiga people, they speak Hindi. But then at the same time, we should also respect them. We should also adopt their language. At least we should try to put effort. So the thing is, if you understand the basics of any language, the basics, and after that, you can put on, you can keep practicing and you actually become a better communicator. Now, last but not the least, what is the solution? This is all the problem which is going on and how the things are getting escalated, what people are doing, like a lot of mockeries are going on, which we have to avoid, as I said. Do not argue on this. Do not make fun of each other. Do not disrespect each other on social media. We all are part of India. All states have different culture, different language, different, khana pina, food habit is alike, culture, festivals are different. But we all are Indians, so we have to maintain that dignity, Otherwise, other outsiders are taking benefit of this. I've seen somewhere few Pakistanis were commenting, they cannot fight. Unka apne se nahi banta hai, state mein problems hai. Because sometimes we do it as a fun, but it goes in a different way, the masses go in a different way across the world. So we have to avoid that because it's our family matter. It's our own, internal issues, our family matter. So we have to resolve it within us. Now, how it can be resolved? So my point of view, I give here two things. Influencers can do once they start talking, whatever I'm talking, if all influencers will start keeping this kind of view from both the side, Influencers can do, public faces can do, political people can do, but the irony is they are not discussing about that. Even the entire public figures, any actors, actress or big social media faces or political, powers, political leaders, they are not ready to comment on this kind of, because these are sensitive matter, sensitive topic. It's actually not that sensitive also, but they feel like they may lose their fan base, they may lose their vote bank. This is the reason they try to play safe. They will become diplomatic, like yeah, it's it should be there, people should respect each other, all that's all. इतना बोल करके वो निकल जाते हैं. So what my point of view is, they should start talking about this. They should start openly talking. This is not something which we have to hide. Like how I'm talking today, everyone should talk, right? Second, what I believe is, in any state, because there's an argument like this, government should get involved into this. What I believe personally is government should bring some sort of courses, free courses, where they can offer people to you come and learn these courses online wherever you get free, 1 hour, 2 hour you give in a day or in a week on weekends. You try to learn it, and then small test kind of, if you pass this, then you will get some points. It's not a compulsory that you have to learn and pass the text, but if you do that, if in case you do that, government should offer some perks or some sort of incentives, that you will get some tickets, or let's say movie tickets, small things. So for example, I want to learn Kannada. So, but I'm just not getting chance. I'm not getting opportunity. So, चलो ignore कर रहे हैं, काम चल रहा है, हिंदी इंग्लिश से काम चल जा रहा है. But if I get an opportunity, कि चलो मुझे को मूवी देखने जाना था, there's a new movie released हुआ है, तो next week anyway I'm planning to go. So I'll probably go and I'll see, just to save 500 rupees, also 300 rupees. I'll try to learn new language if there is a scheme like that. So I'll learn that language, give a test and get a free ticket. तो मेरे लिए easy हो गया, मैं language भी सीख लिया, it is beneficial for me. I got a ticket also. So probably this kind of events or this kind of schemes should be brought from the government side. Although I have seen there are few third-party companies, organizations, small organizations. I've seen, I will not deny, there are few influencers I've seen, they actually try to promote this free Kannada classes. I was just getting somewhere ad or something that you come and learn the basics and all. I've seen few influencers are doing this, but I think everyone should do that. You don't have to worry that you will lose your followers. Nobody will do that. You try to make it logical. Said it's a family matter. We have to resolve it. So this is my point of view. I hope you also will agree on few of my points which I explained today, and it's very important for you also to comment on this, your point of view. So I'd request you to comment your point of view. Do you think this is the right way to resolve this matter and to end this argument in coming future? Because there is no any point of arguing on the same topic in different states for long term, for decades and decades, where you will get nothing out of it. Actually the hatred will increase. You will start hating North Indians are South Indian, Marathi will hate, outsiders, Karnataka will hate. So let's try to end it up. It's our responsibility as an individual to end this argument in a very good way, and we can bring some sort of social change probably, which will help each other. We'll try to maintain the mutual respect as well. Whatever you feel, black and white, don't be diplomatic. You can write in the inbox if this. So do let me know. Thank you so much, guys. Do subscribe the channel. Keep supporting.